Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. I'm Large Marge, and today I just wanted to talk about my anxiety. It is a huge part of my life, and it's a huge part of the reason why I act the way I do. A lot of people are like, "Oh my gosh, I love your personality," and it's like, "Thank you." It's actually a mental disorder because I am anxious all the time. I have social anxiety. I have moderate anxiety. I have mild depression. I've been diagnosed with several things and I should be going to therapy, but I have no fucking clue when I would even have time to go to that. So, apart from my anxiety and depression, I also deal with the fact that I have a bulge disc in my back and have constant pain from like the base of my neck, like my spinal cord, all the way down through my hips. So, I get to have a twofer. Not only do I have anxiety, depression, insomnia, and constant pain, I'm also having to just make decisions on a fly right now during the pandemic. And it is making me absolutely so anxious because I don't know what the right decision is. So right now my anxiety is really, really super heightened. And when it gets so heightened, usually I am angry. I get really short with people. I've been known to yell, get red faced. And a lot of people do walk on eggshells with me because of my anxiety. And you don't know what reaction you're going to get out of me with the same situation on a daily basis. Like it could be today I can handle everything and I'm doing good and I don't feel as much pain and I got like 4 or 5 hours of sleep, which is always really good for me. So there could be a day where I'm like in a great mood and no matter what you say to me, I'm just going to roll with it. I'm going to roll with it and say fuck it and just roll with the punches. And that day my anxiety is under control. Maybe I've taken my medication. Maybe I got a good night's rest. Maybe my boyfriend or my kids were being extremely compassionate with me that day because they all know about my anxiety and they all know how it affects me in different ways in different situations. So I do try to explain myself a lot, and the absolute number one thing that drives me fucking insane and pisses me off to the max is when I'm having a really anxious moment. And it could be about anything. It could be plans have changed. It could be we're running late. It could be one of the girls decides they're not feeling good or whatever. And any kind of change in what I thought was going to happen, if there's any bump in the road on that path, I usually get overwhelmed. So overwhelmed that usually I'll get angry and start blaming other people for the reason why things aren't going the way they should go. And a lot of times people just pass that off as me being a brat. I'm just a brat. I'm just a baby. I'm the baby of three. I'm just being a brat because I'm not getting my way. When in all actuality, it's my anxiety. It's my worry of not being prepared for whatever's coming up. And then when you give me something new that I'm not prepared for, I almost lose my shit. Like, no, I do lose my shit when anything out of the ordinary happens. And please fucking don't tell me to calm down. I'm going to lose my shit on you. You're going to be the one that takes the brunt of all the wrath that I'm feeling at that moment. Because if I could calm down, I fucking promise you I will calm down. If I can calm down, I would. But when I'm here and you tell me to calm down, it just goes astronomical. So anyways, I'm getting really anxious and pissed off just talking about this. So I'm going to take a dab real quick. Stratus. I'm waiting for my new piece to come in. And also with anxiety, you have constant running thoughts. So this was just the random thought that just popped up in my head that I'm waiting for my new piece from I Sell Glass, which you can get a 20% discount if you use my discount code LargeMargeSentYa at I.sellglass on Instagram. You can get a 20% off. Right now, I'm still using my Stratus, which I bought locally in Fort Smith at our local glass shop called Omi's. And if you live in Fort Smith or anywhere in this area, I think there's an Omi's in Fayetteville, and there's one, I think, in Tulsa, but I'm not sure. I know we have one here in Fort Smith, which has a lot of really good accessories And that's where I got this piece right here with the nectar, with the fucking reclaim catcher here. It was about $100 for this whole piece with the banger and everything, which is actually a really good price locally because a lot of pieces locally are in the hundreds of dollars, and it was nice to get a whole piece for just $100. I don't have a discount code for them, but I do go there a lot because it's local, it's in town, and very easy to go to. Their hours are really good. They're open like all the fucking time. You can get papers, you can get CBD, you can get CBD isolate from there, which I love for my back and for my fucking anxiety. CBD really, 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 really does help my anxiety. So hopefully I'll be able to start getting that. But I'm not a rich bitch, so I just try to get what I can when I can. Let me cut this dab real quick. I have a couple of diamonds left over here. I've been trying to save them. So diamonds. And that's the medication I take 6 to 8 times a day. My dabs, my daily dabs. If I have flour, I will smoke that all day long. But if I have dabs, I'll take anywhere between 4 and 6 per day, just like that right there, with either Reclaim, my diamonds, or whatever else that I can get a hold of. I don't smoke a lot of flour, which I'm kind of sad about because I am an Arkansas medical marijuana patient and I don't get to get the marijuana as much as I want to because I work and the hours are like banker's hours. Like my dispensary in Fort Smith is open from 10 to 6:45. Yeah, that's a really short window of time to be able to get your medicine. So they do online orders and you have 24 hours to pick up your order. But I'm serious. Like you have to make your order at 10 a.m. and then you have to pick it up by 10 a.m. the next morning. So in my personal town, it sucks. It sucks really bad. I mean, you have to like get a big amount and make it stretch to when you can get another large amount to make that stretch because it's so hard to get product right now. Like in Arkansas, the product is just it's getting really shitty too. I got a message the other day from our local cannabis company saying that one of our farms had a really, really seedy harvest. And so that they were reducing the price because of this really seedy harvest. Well, when we only have 3 fucking farms in this town, if you got one of them that's got a super seedy harvest, then you only have 2 others that you can choose from. And I think it's fucking ridiculous that right now we can't get concentrates, we can't get edibles, we can't get hardly anything in the state because of the restrictions and also because of the fact that the other farms haven't opened. It's been close to 4 years now. When this election goes around, it'll be 4 years since Arkansas passed their law to make medicinal marijuana legal. And it took me until last September, which I've almost had my card for a whole year. And that's when the first dispensary started opening up. And I haven't seen a lot of progress. And it's pretty fucking sad because people are going over to Oklahoma and getting a license for $100 and then stocking up on their supplies that could last them maybe 3 months or something like that. So it's really taking away from Arkansas's revenue as far as medicinal marijuana goes, because I live on the border and I could probably go get a temporary license and go every single day and get slushies and edibles and pre-rolls and everything for a whole month that would probably last me for another month and only cost me an additional $100 to go get all that product, which is again right across. It's about 20 minutes from my home over the river into Oklahoma, and there's like as soon as you hit Oklahoma, there's like dispensary. You may see 3 in the same shopping center. So you don't there's so much competition that the prices are so freaking low. You can get 5 grams of shatter in Oklahoma for $100. In Arkansas, for 1 gram, it's $70. for 1 gram in Arkansas. So again, this heightens my anxiety because I'm sitting over here trying to deal with my own medical issues and trying to figure out what's the best thing for me and my medical plan. And I am so anxious right now because I can't afford all this shit. I have to pay for all of my medicines, all of my THC, anything that I get as far as like anything extra that I get that's a salve. Like this is for my back again. I'll say it again. This is a coconut oil that's been medicated, and I use a lot of this. I use it all the time, almost every day on my back. Actually, I'm going to use some right now just to show you. I just take a glob of it like that, and I slap it directly. Excuse me, I am wearing a dress, sorry. But I slap it directly on my back and I just rub that salve right into my back for my medication. But that was a gift. I mean, like, that wasn't a really expensive gift that I got for my birthday from a really awesome person that understands pain. She's actually got lupus and a lot of other things. So, unfortunately, during the pandemic, I've only gotten to speak to her through the screen door or through the window, the screened window, because I don't want to get her sick. I would never. I would feel so bad if I got anyone else sick. So my anxiety level is like an all-time high, and my mind is racing constantly. My insomnia is fucking ridiculous. The past 3 days I haven't slept at all. I don't go out to a lot of social events because I feel like if there is any like I don't know, a gap in the conversation, or maybe things aren't lively, I feel like that's my responsibility to like be on, like to entertain the group or whatever. And it is so exhausting that most of the time, by the time I've even thought about it, I'm exhausted and I'm like, I can't go. I can't go. So thank you all for always inviting me to all your events. And I'm really sorry that I don't come. It's not because I don't like you or don't think that you're important. It's because of my own fucked up mentality where I feel like I can't. I would be a bummer or a buzzkill or whatever else if I went out to these social gatherings and then somebody had to like take me home because I'm overwhelmed. Or the opposite of that would be me getting really intoxicated, thinking that that was going to help me and make me feel more at ease, and then having to get an Uber or somebody to take me home because Margie's now gone to the 19th level. And we need to take her home now before she either gets into a fucking bar fight, gets fucking arrested, or gets killed in the alley. Because my anxiety has led me to some deep, dark places, thinking that I could be in control. And I haven't gotten a real diagnosis. And sometimes I think it may even be bipolar because I do act out in different ways as far as alcohol goes, or just being obnoxious in an extreme way. Anxiety is really, really troubling. Like I'm getting, I'm getting a little choked up just from talking about it, because like now I'm feeling all those things that I normally feel every morning. And I have a lot of faith. I grew up Catholic and I've always been a big prayer. So I pray a lot. And sometimes I just pray for relief, to not feel so anxious, to trust, to believe, and decisive about what I feel is correct. I pray for those things, for having courage, for having serenity, for having knowledge, for being smart, and trusting in your decision. So if you do know somebody with anxiety, or if you have anxiety, understand that our feelings are okay. It's okay to feel overwhelmed. I know it's hard to deal with, and I'm not under psychiatric or anything. Like I don't go to therapy, which I ought to, because my doctor always tells me I need to go to therapy. But again, I'm supposed to be going to therapy and physical therapy and doctor's appointments, a 40-hour a week, 3 kids, and a house. So with all of that on top of each other, I'm always feeling overwhelmed. And to top it off, I started a YouTube channel just so that I could be more overwhelmed. I don't know. Anyways, this video is just pretty much about just like opening up a little bit and letting you all know how I feel and why, maybe the reason why I'm on here. Maybe I need a little bit more support. You know, I'm not very good at keeping up relationships or friendships. So if you feel the same way I do, please let me know. Click on another video, message me. Thanks for watching. Come back.